Welcome back to this channel, guys. I hope you liked my runway here. This video is going to be explaining all of my expenses that we sadly have to pay each and every month to run the business that we're currently in. If you don't know, we own a grocery store, and this channel is all about a small business, personal finance, and trying to grow our wealth. So thanks for stopping by again, guys. Welcome to this very honest and calculated video based on expenses and money, and hopefully we can provide you some insight on how much it actually takes to run a small business like this. If you ever wondered what your neighborhood cafe or store or small deli has to spend every month to keep you happy, or keep all its customers happy, well, this may be the video for you. Please, if you want to support this channel and this business and see it grow, hit the like button down below, and we'd love to have you subscribe and follow this journey. We have a lot of expansion plans. Whether they come true or not will be something that you'll see happen on this channel. So let's get into this one, guys. So in this video, I'm going to give you the rundown on how much it costs to run this place every single month, how much we get paid, and how much our landlord needs every month, and everything else that comes with it. It's kind of just gives you an inside scoop on how much money is actually infiltrated through this place every month, and sadly how much it costs to run a place even as small as this, so you have kind of an idea if you ever wanted to get into a small business that there's going to be money that needs to be spent in order to make money, just like every other business. So usually we on this channel we talk about our sales, our profit, how much we actually bring home as a salary from this business. And as many of you know, Felicia does the grunt work on Monday. She stocks the shelves because we are actually closed on Mondays. I usually make a video on Monday, and we do inventory cleaning and a bunch of things to make the place look good for the rest of the week. It's a small business, so closing that one day kind of gives us a light at the end of the tunnel to look forward to, or else you end up working 7 days a week and every day starts feeling the exact same, and it's kind of nice not having customers to deal with one day of the week. And some of you are probably wondering, how does this grocery store function by closing one day a week? This is what we've done. It's worked for us, guys. Our sales are decently comfortable, so we're able to actually take one day off rather than work 7 days a week. And eventually we hope to have staff that are able to run this place on their own for the maybe 2 days out of the week, and we can actually take 2 days and have the store running. But at this point, this works best for us. So if anyone has that question on why there's no customers ever in the store, it's because the place isn't actually open for business that day. So first and foremost, probably one of your bigger expense that you will be paying as long as your business is actually functioning is your check every month for your rent. Now we pay about $3,000 a month for just over around 1,700 square feet, and that has covered our snow removal, our taxes, and pretty much maintaining of the plaza that we're in, making sure everything looks good for the customers, the grass is cut, the garbage is taken out, the cardboard, the recycling. That's all inclusive, around $3,000 a month. And I know there's other things that I'm kind of shortcutting in there. There's common fees, there's taxes, but we put them all into one check, and it's around $3,000 a month. The common fees and taxes will be adjusted yearly if things go up or down or all that. But what I mean by common fees is the maintenance of the building, if anything needs repair, like the roof, the locks, the windows, that's on the landlord, and we pay that every month through common fees, just to keep the place looking good, pretty much. So $3,000 a month for rent, and that's rather kind of cheap for a nicer area. But mind you, the space, we put in a lot of work ourselves, so that's why it's a little bit cheaper than you might find elsewhere, or maybe it's a little bit more expensive than you might find elsewhere. It really depends on your location. You spend a lot on your location, you're going to pay more on rent, but you'll probably get more customers. The better the location, the more rent you're going to pay. If you really want to cheap out on rent, well, your location may not be the best. So try to find that magical number that works for your business and is a good location, and you should be all set and lower your risk of failure. This place seems to be doing okay at around $3,000 a month. So another big expense that comes off the top is your labor. So Felicia and I are considered employees, and I know what a lot of people are going to say, oh, who really owns a business if you guys are employees? Well, this business is incorporated, so we're considered, owner operators, and we pay ourselves as employees through a payroll, and that's about, between the both of us, is about $7,000 a month, and that's a comfortable wage we feel like taking. That's all we need. If we want to take a bit more, it's possible. If we wanted to, invest into something else, we could take a draw of more of a salary, but at this point we're looking for expansion, so our salaries are very minimal, and we're looking at the long-term growth of this store, so we want to keep more money into the business and rather than taking it out ourselves, and we're comfortable at that amount of money in our personal salary. We don't have too many expenses, we don't have kids or anything, so about $7,000 a month comes off the top for our labor, our personal salaries. And yeah, that's a good amount for us. Okay, so you got to keep the lights on, you got to keep the place warm, you got to keep your water running, so your utilities. And I'm going to tell you, water and gas, I don't use much of that at all. The main thing is keeping everything cool. We have a lot of climate controlled, well, we have a lot of fridges. I don't know why I said climate controlled units or whatever I was going to say. We have a walk-in cooler, we have some freezers. They're always running 24/7, and we got to keep the place cool, not only for customers but for the food. Like the produce has to stay fresh, the stuff that doesn't stay in the coolers. So that's basically what we pay a lot of our utilities for. So you can gauge in the winter around probably $500 a month, to in the summer when it's really hot closer to $900 every single month to keep the place running. So on average I would say about $700 a month on utilities, and the more stuff you have running, everything adds to that bill, so try to keep the doors closed as much as possible. We also have some signs that say, please make your selection before opening the cooler doors, because people will leave the door open while they look for what they want, and it stays open for like 2-3 minutes sometimes because people are so picky with what they're trying to pick. They want the best quality stuff, or they want to pick something from the back, and that's to power everything on again. If everybody does that, it does add up at the end of the month. So a little sign like that does help. Keep the lights off at night. Obviously you don't want to waste energy for no reason. Make sure everything's closed at night so you don't let all your cold air out. But the reality is, the more you have going, the more you have plugged in, hopefully you're making more sales. That it kind of offsets the cost of the utilities. So one way, you have more expenses, but at the same time you have more income, so you're kind of trying to grow your income faster than a utility bill, right? And that's what we're after now, trying to see exactly getting the right eco-friendly equipment for our next location, so our bills may not be as high. And even the lighting, LED lighting or something that is cost effective might be beneficial to look at before installing something cheap that saves you money up front but costs you more to run it over time, because you're going to be in here for the long haul, right? So get something that will save you money over time. So there's always going to be a miscellaneous section, things like toilet paper. A lot of customers love to use our washroom for some reason, paper towel, internet, phone, what else? Office supplies.
Containers for
packaging containers, styrofoam trays, overwrap, all that kind of stuff. And we're going to put it in a miscellaneous section between $600 to $700. It could be more some months, it could be less, depending how busy you are, depending on how many people need to take a crap. That's just all part of our expenses. Sanitizer, masks. Now put it all in together, it's about $700 a month. And this section will get overlooked a lot, but it's around there, and these expenses can creep up on you, so just keep an eye on them and how much you spend on them every month. And if you can limit them by changing providers, or buying 1-ply instead of 3-ply, then whatever you want to do, that's your choice. So our sales video that we did about 6 months ago was about 50,000. We're looking at about 55,000 right now. It's gonna slow growth, but those are our sales, and our operating costs at this point are about 13,000. So you can't just take our sales from our operating costs and find our profit. That's really not accurate. Obviously, our sales need to be subtracted from the costs of goods that we are spending the money on for the inventory. So yeah, our overhead every single month is about 13,000, and then we do some expansion all the time with either a new freezer or a new inventory that we have to pay for. So between all that, you're looking at another 3,000 to 4,000 every month that we expand on. Again, we're not looking to take so much of our personal salary every month, and we're not looking to show so much profit that at the end of the year we pay a lot in taxes. So we reinvest as much as we can into this business to keep our salaries at a comfortable level while keeping the expenses low. So in total, with the expansion inventory that we add in every month, we're looking at about $16,900 of expenses. Those are on average every single month. Obviously January is probably less, and Christmas we spend a lot more on inventory and a lot more on supplies, and just in general we're spending more because we're selling more. So yeah, that's basically it. Our sales are around 55,000 a month now. Our expenses are around 16,900. Obviously our sales are not profit, so don't do the math like that. It doesn't work out like that. We'll do that in another video where I show you our net profit and all that. I mean, you guys kind of have an idea on how much our margins are at this point. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how much this place costs to run every single month. So Felicia's done doing the stocking, the inventory, and this video is coming to a close. You kind of saw the inside scoop of our expenses, and I hope you enjoyed learning about the reality of operating a small business and all the costs that come with it. Okay, goodbye.